Well, then the next thing, you have to figure out what size you want your pattern to be.
Oh, okay.
And if you have a window, say there's a transom above your door, well, you know it's going to be 12 inches by, 30 inches or whatever. But if you're not sure where it's going to go, you just want to build something, then a real good place to start is 12 by 12 inches.
Yeah. Now, if you decide you want to install in a particular area, we do have a video available on Amazon on installations. And we charged less for that than we do on our other videos because it's not as professionally done. You see, these videos that we do weekly, we shoot ourselves, but the ones that we do on Amazon have been in collaboration. Ooh, that was a hard one.
Good job.
With a friend who's a really good photographer, and so we'll have him help us, and so the production values are better. But that one we had to shoot ourselves because we did them on site at a spur of the moment as we did an installation. But that's
So
not
those-
about
yeah.
patterns.
Well,
so
those
much.
12 by 12 patterns are a good place to start.
Yeah.
And I think that so you'll take your sketch or the picture that you want, and then either you have to redraw it on something that's exactly the 12 by 12,
Yeah.
or if you have a David, then you can have him put it on the computer and everything work just right. Or you could even, couldn't you take it to a print shop and have them take your picture and
Oh, sure. We've had students take a particular design, although sometimes they want to stay within a certain size, and they've stretched it, and then it makes it look funny. So you have to really be careful whether or not you want to stay a certain size. Maybe you make it bigger and then crop it down.
Okay.
So there's different things you can do.
But that's an idea. You can go to a print shop and have them help you too.
Yeah.
So the next thing then would be to transfer your picture. You have it in the size you want now. It's drawn out or done by computer. And so now you're ready to actually make your pattern from your design.
So is this the fourth step to making a pattern? Wow.
It's a lot of thinking.
A lot of,
Before you even,
a lot of design, yeah.
Before you pull out the tools, before you start choosing your colors,
Yeah.
it's all this that has to go into it. But this is fun because this time now you get right onto it. You have your cartoon is what it's called. That's just the picture that you have. You put down a piece of poster board first,
Yeah.
and that's going to be your pattern. Then you put down a piece of carbon paper, black side down. Remember that part?
I've done it. No, it's so embarrassing. You have to trace the whole thing over again.
Yeah. And then if you want a copy of it, you'd put
Another
piece of paper, and then another piece of carbon paper, and then your cartoon. So if you do that on a board or a piece of drywall, you can either nail or pin it just 4 places on the corner.
Yeah, make sure it's nice and smooth. Smooth it down.
Yeah.
And one of the things I wanted to say is all of these preliminary things about the design. We used to have some work that we did with a couple of different contractors, and one of the most frustrating parts of doing the design work is that they wanted the design right now. And Jeannie would get it and have to do the design in 4 hours or 1 day. They wanted that design right now so they could get back with their client and, and get on with it.
I understand.
And she said, "This is my favorite part. I love doing this part, and I never get to spend time doing it." And that really was kind of frustrating back then.
But it's fun, and you learn how to do it fast.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're faster at it now.
Yeah. So, well, so after you get it all together, you're ready to trace. Use a pencil that is not very sharp.
You're still.
So use a pencil that's not very sharp. And the reason for that is that you don't want to cut through your paper, and you're going to have to press pretty hard
Yeah.
because you've got, well, I don't know, 4 or 5 layers to go through. So,
Yeah, I'll sometimes use little tiny strokes, and that'll really tear through your paper if you're not careful.
Yeah,
So you don't want to do that.
So yeah, so taking your little strokes. As you go around each piece, number it. That's how you know you've gone all the way around each piece, as if the number's in there. And so then you go through the whole window like that, marking your pattern, and then lift just one edge of it. And the reason for doing that is you lift up one edge and you can see if you've missed any. Inevitably, I would miss something. And so you just get to put it back down and you can go over it. But if you take all 4 nails out, it's very
And it moves,
hard.
it shifts on you,
It's
yeah.
so hard to get it back exactly the way it was.
Doesn't it make you feel proud when you lift it up and you look and you haven't missed any places? It's like an accomplishment. Well, we find joy in little things.
So that's pretty much it. You've got your pattern now. So after you've lifted up all of the pieces, the bottom one, the poster board, that's your pattern. And you're ready to cut that out into pieces with your pattern shears. The cartoon, which is on the top, you're ready to put down with your horseshoe nails.
Yeah.
And then put the pattern on there, and you're ready to begin.
Now the horseshoe nails have a flat side, and you point the flat side toward that, and then you take what we like to do. Now we didn't do this originally, but we just found this really works for us. We nail down the pattern, and then we put the cut out pattern pieces down on the cartoon, so we know where they are. And it's easy for us then to pick out which one. Okay, now these are going to be the orange ones, and these are going to be green.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
stuff
I always
like that.
do that now. Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's about it as far as making a pattern. And
yeah, the next part about stained glass being art is choosing colors. And oh man, that can really be fun.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and that
Time
really.
consuming sometimes, but very fun.
Oh yeah, remember when that artist came over and we did work? We stayed up on, what was it, till
2 in the morning we did. But it was fun. We were choosing colors and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, so look toward some new things about choosing patterns and colors and lots of fun things, because we appreciate you joining us.
Now there is another video on YouTube where Jeannie shows just briefly how to trace a fan lamp pattern, and then also you can go to our Etsy store and find quite a number of patterns that we sell. You know, if you want to buy something. So
Yeah. Well, stained glass is a way to invite the light into your home and into your life. So thank you so much for allowing us to take some time with you. This is Jeannie and David
me.
from Gone Stained Glass.
Thanks.